In a previous session, we introduced the MSP approach to transition management and identified that it consisted of 3 stages: pre-transition, transition, and post-transition. We considered in more detail the pre-transition activities which need to be carried out prior to transitioning to the new ways of working. We now want to consider the transition and post-transition stages. The relationships of the stages to benefits realization are shown on screen. It shows the relationship between outputs, capabilities or enablers, which, through the transition process, deliver the outcomes from which we can realize the benefits. Our major focus through transition and post-transition is on embedding change into the organization. One stage is the responsibility of the program and includes a number of steps in the flow. The first of these is initiate transition, which involves preparing the business operations for implementing project outputs and take-up of the new capability while maintaining business as usual performance. The second step is to establish support arrangements, for example from HR or personnel department, to assist with addressing the concerns of staff about the new working environment. The third step is enact transition. This should take place when the project outputs are ready for operational use, where staff have been trained, business operations are content, and finally contingency arrangements are in place. The SRO would be expected to approve the start of transition. The next step is review transition and document lessons learned. We will consider this in more detail as we step through the review practice. And finally, manage outcome achievement, where project transition is completed and we can start to close the projects and ensure that business as usual is stabilizing. We need to be careful in the last step that we don't declare victory too early. It's very important to make sure that change is embedded and working before we remove the support. Within a program environment, the SRO is the single individual who is accountable and responsible for ensuring that a program meets its objectives and delivers the projected benefits. The business change manager reports to the SRO and is responsible on behalf of the SRO and business operations for a number of aspects of benefits management. These include, firstly, ensuring that responsibility for realization of each benefit or disbenefit is clearly assigned to named benefit owners. Secondly, advising the SRO on readiness for transition. Thirdly, embedding the capability delivered by the program in business operations. And finally, assessing progress on benefits realization and achievement of outcomes in terms of measured improvements in business performance. As such, the business change manager needs to be from the business side to bridge the gap between the initiative and business operations.